Hey guys, it's me Brian from Echo One USA, and this video is going to be about the Echo One Timberwolf. And this will work for other pistols as well, so don't just go, it's Echo. You know, just watch this video please. It's summertime, and hopefully this will help everybody out on the field. Okay, I'm going to go get ready to play. I don't have BBs in here, but I want to put gas. Here we go. First, load the gas like that. Don't go, you're going to get gas in your face. And also, when you load it and you hear this hiss noise, basically your mag's going psst, psst, fix me. Okay, let's go ahead and show you how to fix it. Ready? Let's start. First off, let's go ahead and fix the mag. Say it's leaking from the bottom. All you need to do is press this little button here, slide the base plate off, boom. Okay, use some silicone oil, either UTG, you can use Echo, Mad Bull. You want to use silicone oil, don't use WD-40. So, you can spray a little on there. So when you oil it, or you kind of oil it inside when you gas it, you have the oil that's on here, gets in the fill valve. But if that's not enough, also make sure there's no gas in the mag when you are working on it. What you can do is use a small flathead, remove the fill valve like so, and you'll see an O-ring. You basically have a small O-ring here that helps control the nozzle of the gas so it doesn't squirt out. The large O-ring, and then on the inside, if you grab here and the little copper part or the brass part and you twist, you have a small spring and another O-ring on the inside. But easy way is if you put oil here and fill it full of gas, it gets inside and works it. So you can do is spray like that, kind of lubricate, and you can spray inside if you want. If you spray inside and you hold upside down, oil will go down due to gravity. You can press this button and basically several times like that and have it work all up in the system, or you can do is use a fill valve key, and depending on which kind of tool you're using, and you can remove it, hold it in your hand, spray the silicone oil, and you're good. Now say if you put this back in, oil and everything, and it's still leaking, and you hear like this loud hiss, it might be leaking from the main valve. So for that, you have to remove the actual base, slide it off, and you'll see this part. This also is needed if you need to change the follower. This little part. A little side note. Okay, so just kind of put that aside, and you'll notice a little O-ring. And you can spray it, but probably it's already leaking, so you can do is you can either A, buy a new O-ring, or B, you can do it yourself, get some Teflon tape, wrap it around the outside, then put the O-ring on over so it makes it, instead of a small profile, a little thicker, and then you add the silicone oil, and it'll basically kind of ghetto fix it, but that's what Teflon tape's for. You use it in your house for your sinks and other pipes and stuff like that, so why not for your airsoft gun? So nothing bad about that. You have it, so more power to you. Basically just go ahead and screw it back together, and you just need to hand tighten. You don't need 1,000 pounds of torque or anything, just hand tighten. A lot of you guys will over tighten the parts and then break them. It's like you don't really need to do anything crazy. Just hand tighten and you're good. And you can pop this back on, press the little button, good. Now say if you're shooting your airsoft gun, it's a hot day, and you're shooting fire, 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 and like maybe on the third shot or so, it just locks back halfway, and all the gas just comes out the top. And you'll find this with Timberwolves, 1911s, Berettas, all kinds of pistols. And the reason for that, and then after that, you notice the slide is jammed. You take the mag out, you clear it, but the slide is like jammed, and you're like, wait a minute, something's going on. That will be because your loading nozzle, this one doesn't have it, but your loading nozzle will be jammed. See how it's springy like this? That's what you want. If you have the O-ring, the little cup seal, same thing right here. If it's blown out from either over-pressurized gas, it's too hot, it will be bent backwards and jamming this. So this part is jammed, causing this not to slide forward, and all due to too much gas or it's dry. Let me go ahead and show you how to get to that real quick. It's a real quick fix. You can either A, replace the part, or B, just oil it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it apart and show you how to get to it. So use a small Phillips to remove that screw, flip it over, tap it, boom. A little spring here, the screw here, and kind of wiggle so the spring pops out, and boom. You have the O-ring right here, and it's kind of like the same concept as your piston head O-ring and your cylinder. You need them to work. If the O-ring gets blown off like this, essentially that's what happens. You know, it's not going to fit because, yeah. So that's basically what you have to do. You can find these at your local store. It's a pretty standardized part. So yeah. Let me go ahead and put it back together real quick, and you'll be good to go. So put the spring on here. You just have one spring. You have material on this side. If you want to put two springs, just remove it, and you can. So grab your fingers like that. Pop it up. Press back here. Make sure the spring's in place. Snap, snap. Good. Okay. Nope. Grab the little screw. Pop it in place. And yeah. And you can slide it forward. Add a little bit of silicone oil. Work it in. Nope. And you're good. Cool. And that's basically how you oil and maintain your Echo One Timberwolf and or your other pistols like SOCOM gear and everything else. It's been Brian from Echo One USA. Thanks for watching. You're gonna get gas in your face.